I'm polite because I'm Canadian until they found out it was from America, and it's like immediately say, let me tell you what's wrong with America. And these guys, everybody lives within 100 miles of America in the whole country, and their economy is completely based on the United States. So they're sort of like the rebellious teenage daughter of the United States. It's like, I hate you, but keep paying my rent, okay? All right.
Well, bienvenue, mes amis de Canada. Je suis Charles Roy, and welcome to Colorado Comedy Shows. If it's Monday night and we've insulted an entire nation, then you're probably in the right place. We'll get to doing more of that. Just a whole lot of fun. Lots of new comedians for us here tonight, and it's a battle to see who's the funniest of them all. And runner-up has got to be our host. Please welcome everybody, Mr. Mike Langworthy.
Hi. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Chuck. Again, one of the 5 funniest comics on the show most weeks. Don't know how it's going to play out this week because we had a lot of new people that I'm not familiar with. And feel free to make as much noise as you can while I'm talking. Paper, eat some kettle corn into the microphone if you'd like. What we're looking for is as little respect for the host as possible, so that he won't feel guilty about showing you as little respect as he intends to himself. So, wow. And we'll start off with, I know everybody, it's the woke country and every bloody blah and all this. I just don't want to hear anybody talking about dyslexia tonight. All right, if you have dyslexia, I'm sure it's a real thing and it's great. I wish you the best, but don't complain about it in your stand-up comedy, okay? Just compensate for it in your real life and just move on, all right? Because trust me, it's not Brian surgery. What? Okay. Anyway, on an ordinary night, I would start out with 5 of the most intimidating minutes of comedy you'd ever hear on an open mic, just to set a tone so that everybody can feel inferior from the jump. But tonight we have a lot of comics, so I'm going to just, move things along right away. And our first comedian is going to be Jeffrey Burton. Don't start talking yet, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Burton II. I'm putting him on first because he got in here early, A, and B, he lives in Toledo, so why make him suffer any more than he actually has? And if you've ever been to Toledo, you know what I'm talking about. The Toledo, they have a AAA baseball team that is called the Mud Hens. So that's the kind of thing they look up to in Toledo. So please welcome, if you will, Jeffrey Burton. Jeffrey Burton.
Yeah.
Second.
Thank you. Hi. Yes. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I have been suffering a great deal. I myself have dyslexia. It's very challenging. It's very hard. And what can I say? I'm not a big fan of the Hudmens. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? You guys get it. No, everybody. It's great to be back. This is a great show. I love it. I try to watch it. No, I watch it when I'm not on it. So highly recommend that to everybody. And don't kiss that much ass when you're on like I'm doing right now. Okay, don't do that. No, come on. All right. Do better than me. I recently took the family to Walt Disney World. I took my wife and my grandson to Walt. Yeah, we went. I took it over my wife's birthday. The very exciting stuff, guys. I thought, we went almost 8 years ago when my wife and I got married, and I thought we should go one last time before the divorce. We really should try to make it again, and it didn't work. It was a success. It was a success. You know, it was a little pricey, you guys.
Wow.
But we got pics and video of so much of what we did, you know, just to remind my grandson why he has to pay for his own college. That's why I did that. I had to do it. I had to, you guys. You know. Yeah, I could say I moved some money around. It came out of his college fund. That's what happened. No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't touch his college fund. I couldn't do that. He doesn't have one. We never started one. That's his job. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. No, it was a great time. My grandson got so into the Haunted Mansion. It's one of my favorites. If you haven't been on it, it's a mixture of, you know, goofy horror and comedy. Any comedian, they need to try it out. I think it's my favorite ride. But I got him so into it that when we took him to bed after we got back, he wanted to listen to the Haunted Mansion ride audio to help him go to sleep. You know, because you know, he struggles going to sleep. He's so hyper when he goes to bed. And sure enough, I played the Haunted Mansion ride audio for him, and he's asleep in 5 minutes. It's fantastic, you know. But if he gives me any more trouble, I'm gonna try, you know, the Friday the 13th soundtrack. Maybe that'll really do it. You know, maybe you know, I'm gonna go all the way. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. I was thinking about my time in the Air Force. I'm an Air Force veteran. Oh, thank you for your tax dollars. Quite honestly, really, I appreciate it.
You got the wrong guy there.
I lost my place because I heard somebody say something, but it didn't come through. That's okay. That's okay. We keep going.
It was a laugh. I know it would.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Mike.
Player sound to you. I get it.
I was remembering, you know, and I'm not bragging when I say I was in the military, in the Air Force, right? More specifically, I'm not, you know, no, it's not. I'm not going to go to a flag burning and go, "Hey, I flip burgers so you could do this." I'm not going to do that. I'm not. No. You know, you want to burn the flag, you know, I defended, you know, your right to do that, you know, just, you know, take some water, you know, to be safe in case you get thirsty, right? You don't want to dehydrate while you burn it. All right. Well, I'm working on that one. You know, you can't win them all. But, you know, you know, in basic training, we had to fold our underwear. You know, it was that we were tested on folding our underwear, you know, and then we get questions by the DIs like, "Burton, are you a killer?" "Yeah, sure. I'm going to starch my enemy to death." "Yeah, that's what's going to happen." "Sure. How about a gun? You know, right? That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jeffrey Burton II. You have been fantastic, and have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Burton, ladies and gentlemen. You know, starts the enemy to death. I think that's the British. Isn't it? Anyway, by the way, he does a whole bit about the underwear. And the whole bit is really funny too. See, I can compliment a guy. It's not in my nature, but I'll do it. When push comes to shove is what I'm saying. Every once in a while, a comedian comes along to do the mic who's just like incredibly awesome, and somebody who's got a ton of experience. You know, he's got great performance skills, brilliant material, and it's always a pleasure to have him on the show. And while we wait for that guy to show up, here comes our next performer from Washington, D.C. area, or perhaps D.C. itself. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not curious about people as a general rule, so I don't ask. Anyway, here he is, Chip Jones. Chip Jones, come on.
Hey. In my head, I was like, he's saying all this nice stuff. It can't be about me. It just can't be about me. Good to see you guys. Good to be back. Oh man, last week we had some great news, for well, I think for the whole country, but especially for people of color. I mean, our first Black female Supreme Court justice. I mean, gotta give it up. And such a cool name, Justice Jackson. I mean, she sounds like she's a Pam Grier role in a Tarantino film or the next next MCU superhero, Justice Jackson. Yeah. I think we're almost out of the slap, starting to wane in the news and stuff after Will Smith got his 10 years suspension. But what bothers me is people aren't talking about the good side, the flip side of the slap, because I mean, there are all these little Black girls, who thought, nobody was paying attention to them. And now, their parents are screaming, "Alopecia, turn on the TV, they're saying your name again. Turn on the TV." And I'm sure Alopecia has raised it up in the baby names book, So we'll be seeing a lot more of alopecias in the future, which I think could be great. I don't know if you know this, but we've got a epidemic of avian flu going on in the U.S. right now. 22 states are showing an outbreak of avian flu. I mean, I'm so nervous now when I cook a breast of chicken, I rub it down with Vicks Vapor Rub just before. Worried.
That's good eating.
It is good eating. Vicks Vapor Rub also reminds me that I don't know if you could tell by my hair that I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm getting to that level now where my house, my bathroom has become more like a pharmacy, than anything else. Huh. I mean, because when I was young, you went to my medicine cabinet, there was almost nothing in there. If there was something in there, it might be like a 3-ounce bottle of something or one of those blast packs with 1 or 2 pills in it. But now, I've got 1,000-count bottles of aspirin, ibuprofen. It's like I've got Preparation H. You know what that's for? I got X-Lax. I've got that Bengay, to relax a stiff muscle. I've also got Viagra to stiffen a relaxed muscle. I mean, I've got everything in my medicine cabinet. It's weird though, because I have like the tablet and gel form of medicines that I can't even remember what they're the remedy for. I mean, it's like it's getting out of hand, I mean, when you reach that limit when a guy knocks at your door and says, "Hey, your local pharmacy was out of Zyrtec, but the pharmacist said if I come by your house, maybe you have some extra, you could sell me." Yeah, he was happy because I did. I think the thing that made him the happiest is I didn't give him a 3-foot receipt with a whole bunch of coupons on the back of it, so that was nice. But I think the problem is that I buy medicine on contingency now. I buy it based on the possibility I might need it in the future. And I think I need help on sort of buying medicine on immediacy, or inevitability, more likely. If I went to the grocery store and they bundled stuff for elderly people, like if you buy a brick of hard cheese, it comes bundled with a stool softener, because that's inevitable. You're going to need that later. You buy the biggest bag of Oreo double stuffs, it comes with insulin, because that's inevitable. You're going to need that. Or you're in a 60-year-old couple and you're buying condoms. Well, wait a minute. 60-year-old couples are not buying condoms. We don't care about birth control. I mean, if my wife gets pregnant, I know I'm not the father. God is, because this is a miracle. We'll be having a second Christmas. I just hope people bring me presents from my local pharmacy. I think that's where I'm at right now. I'll leave you with this one last thing. The pandemic was not all doom and gloom for me, because it gave me a chance to work on me as a person. because it turned out that I have issues. I found out that I had terrible road rage. I found out when this bird pooped in my windshield and I followed him back to his nest and shit in it. Not a good look. Not a good look.
Yeah.
But I think that's my time. I thank you guys, and I'll hand it back over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip. Chip, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic.
I just want one more minute of Chip on camera for the new people. Show them your hair.
Oh, show him my hair.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Wow.
Woo!
Yeah.
There you go.
He's been growing those dreadlocks out since they were just locks.
Yeah. 30
Actually, that's 33 years of hair. He started growing them on our second date.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Well, I guess we know who Susan Goodwin is now.
Yeah, now we know.
Please welcome Susan Goodwin, Mrs. Ed
Thank
Smith.
you.
Oh, wait, I got that wrong. Anyway, this was a pleasure. Thanks a lot for coming in. Stick around. Oh, by another thing that we do here is after the show's over, we usually hang around as a group or as whatever portion of the group wants to stick around and talk a little shop, get to know people a little bit better. It's good for networking and stuff like that. And I live a full, rich life if you don't stay and do that. But if you do, it would be very enjoyable for me anyway. So our next performer is new to the mic, although I have been to another mic where I've seen her being an incredibly jolly member of the audience and cast. So I'm really looking forward to hearing her do some comedy for you. Please welcome, if you will, Sarah. It's Sarah Green, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah Green, please. Applause. Big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I hope we're all well tonight. So first, I just like to start off with saying, has anyone else here been slut shamed before? Anyone?
Yeah, girl.
Just me? All right. Well, I just wanted to let you know that I do not slut shame. I slut. I'm married. I have been for almost 9 years now.
Yay.
So thank you so much, Mike. And I've been with my boyfriend for about 6.
Oh, dear.
It's okay. It's all consensual. I just diversified my portfolio after I got married.
Hey, I just remembered that I did see you perform before, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It was funny. No, it was funny then too. I just wanted to apologize and interrupt your club.
Shit happens. I am well aware of shit happening. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, so I'm Polly, and I'm not the only one that diversified. My boyfriend's wife has a boyfriend too.
Yay!
And it's safe to say that there is no family circle here. We have a family pentagram. Lots of people find it very unholy. Some think swinging and poly are the same. They're both fun, but they are different. Swinging is usually swapping partners for fun. And at least for us, poly is partners for love, fun, and doing the dishes. You just have all kinds of extra loads with that many people in the house, let me tell you.
Hello. Hello.
That's Nick Grinder. Extra load.
But yeah, there are totally some advantages to being poly in New Hampshire. When it's 10 degrees below zero outside, I can go curl up in my manwich. I got some extra bonds for warmth. It's perfect. It works out great. And we're really not that different from most couples. Mainly, we have a lot better scheduling. Yep. And in our case, every other weekend and Wednesdays. Yay for me. There are definitely some differences, though. If we all decided we want to sleep next to our partners in the same bed, either we need a huge ass bed or we're budgeting that, and I'm getting a king size mattress, and we're forming a pyramid. Only downside is I got a cat during quarantine. You know, that little bitch is going to be on the top of the pile. And let's be honest, that sounds a bit like an ancient Egyptian sex position. What the hell? Call me Nefertiti.
Chuck's favorite joke of the night.
Thank you.
If he pronounces Nefertiti.
But yeah, I'm starting to wonder if I'm poly because I'm very ADD. I just can't focus on the one thing at a time. And B, I think it just takes two of them to put up with my craziness. I'm what you could call a kinky crafter. I crochet. Well, I started crocheting hats and blankets, and now we've turned to willy warmers. I also like to call them cock socks, Peter heaters. My personal favorite, the tuggy snuggies. I also like to work wood too.
Hello.
Not just against the grain. There have been several boob necklaces and dick necklaces that have been made. My friends found out I'd make anything very quickly. Of course, my husband is interrupting my set. Well, we're gonna talk about this later. But I can be talked into making just about anything. And on my soon to come wish list, ball shawls and dick whistles. Thank you very much, everybody. I need to go put in another order at Naughty Hobby Lobby. Thank you so much.
That is Sarah Green, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah Green, it's wonderful that she chose to perform here on her last night before entering the convent. So I really appreciate that. We have another new comic. Not new to comedy, but new to me. I hope. Otherwise, I forgot another comic. So I apologize in advance if I screwed that up. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. It's Kilara-san. Kilara-san. Yes, I made him.
Yo. Yes, I'm Kilara-san. What's up, bud?
Hey, hello.
Hey. My name is Kilara-san, aka Pink Unicorn, from East Coast. Far East Coast, Tokyo, Japan. Yeah. I know my hair makes me look like Scarlett Johansson. Or a K-pop idol. Or Dennis Rodman. I'm half Japanese and half Japanese, in total Japanese. But I like to call myself mix of Tokyo and Nagoya, the second largest city. So you call me Toyota hybrid. Well, Japan has a lot of natural disasters, like our basketball team. They actually survived a huge typhoon called Typhoon Yasuko. Yasuko is my mom. And to say the truth, she is related to internationally famous Japanese film celebrity, Godzilla. So when she gets excited, she's always like, Kirara! You ugly! But when I was a kid, she was so generous that she allowed me to do whatever I wanted, like English, math and science, or if I was lucky, quantum physics. I studied 27 hours a day, and I got my first professional job, therapist. And my best and the only client was my mom. So she came to me every day like, hey, listen, I really care about my family's diet. I go to a fancy supermarket to buy the best kale, but my husband doesn't care me and my daughter is very stupid. And I said, sorry, your time's up.
Yeah.
It's time to feed my Tamagotchi.
Ha!
Yes, when I was 6 years old, I was already better Tamagotchi mother. So I kept studying so hard, and finally I got depressed and Hikikomori. Hikikomori is a Japanese term to mean people who don't go to work, who don't go to school, who stop everything. In America, which is known as a comedian.
Hey.
But now I'm hosting my own streaming show called Japanese Whiskey World. Of course, my job is drinking whiskey. Yeah, you can call me workaholic. Well, my friends have kids, but all I have is just my inner child. But I relate it to moms, especially when a kid comes to mom like, hey, I can clean myself. I'm doing very well. And my mom's like, oh, you are amazing. You are doing so good. But the kids messed up everything. This is just like when I'm having sex. Like boyfriend says, hey, you are feeling good. I am good at sex, right? And I'm like, oh, yes. Oh, yeah, you're amazing. I feel so good. And afterwards, we have to finish the job by ourselves. With the appliances. Well, I have a Japanese American female roommate, and she was born and raised in California, but she speaks Japanese even better than me. And most surprisingly, although she grew up in the States, she is very polite enough to say thank you to train pushers, like thank you, arigato, arigato. But unfortunately, she and I are called by Japanese F words recently.
Really?
Feminist. So we often discuss about the Japanese gender inequality and the sexual harassment problems. And I always end up being Karen, like, hey, let me talk to your manager. Let me talk to your manager. See, managers in Japan are all men. But she's very calm, like, yes, let's cancel it. Very polite. So I sometimes feel I'm more American than her. You know, Japanese American don't do American stupid things, but Japanese who want to be Americanized want to try as many American bad things as possible, like cocaine, curse words, and joining Republican Party. Well, actually, this is my real big announcement. I just got the visa approved yesterday, so I'm moving to the States soon, maybe late May.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! That was my dream. So to know more about American culture and American people, now I am studying the Bible. And I was very impressed by the first sentence of it. In the beginning, God created heavens and the earth. And everything else was made in China. Amen. All right, that's my time. Thank you. Arigato.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Kitaro-sen. Well, that was delightful. And hey, that's a new continent for us. Asia. We've had people from Australia, South America, the subcontinent, Europe. Strangely enough, nobody from Russia. We have something now. We have a person who came to us from Japan. I love that. I love that.
The Russian comics are bombing elsewhere.
Oh, too soon.
But you know, if you crane your neck, you can see them.
Hello. Hey.
Right. They smoke a lot of keef over there too. All right, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Getting hot.
You know, I know we have a lot of comics, but I'm gonna tell a true story. You should all know that I'm missing that part of the brain that says it's not wise to say this. Okay. So I'm going to tell you this story. It's a true story. I consulted on the Russian version of Everybody Loves Raymond for a few months in Russia, and while I was there, I was working with Russian comedy writers who. All of them either wanted me to adopt them or facilitate their getting a visa so they could get out of the country. That's just an aside. One day we were pitching on jokes, and with absolutely no irony at all. This guy pitches a joke about somebody did something that was supposed to be kind of embarrassing, and he says, and his pitch was, and I completely. This is Everybody Loves Raymond. This guy's pitching a joke for somebody in Everybody Loves Raymond to say. Says, and I forgot to tell him about the 2 dead Jews in the trunk. Like, what? No trace of irony. It wasn't a room pitch. It was just, whoa. Okay, well. That is good to know about your country. So it's not terribly strange that they ended up attacking Ukraine. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Our next performer, if I can remember who I put in here, it's another new comedian to me, and I can't wait to hear her for the first time. Please welcome Bianca Red. Give her a big round of applause. Come on.
Yeah.
Looks like her picture's frozen.
Oh no.
Right.
Is that possible?
It could be. I'm having trouble switching over to Bianca.
Okay, well, let's do this real quick. I'm going to call an audible, and I'm going to bring up the act that's after her, and we'll see if we can straighten it out with Bianca. In the meantime, apparently she got off to try and get back on. But please, I'm sorry to rush you into it, Lorna, but I'm sure you're ready. You're a trained professional. Another new comedian to me. Please welcome Lorna Butter. Why? Why, God? Lorna Batters. It's one of those difficult to pronounce names.
Thank you. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
So I just want to start off by saying I just want to address the elephant in the room, the baby elephant in the room. Wish my parents would stop calling me that. But yeah, I do. I've not been very, very well, so it's just affected my speech a wee bit. It will calm down. So I mean the stammer, stutter. Yes. I've always been Scottish. That's not what I mean. Stutter. So because of my crappy immune system, I've been pretty much stuck in the house for the last 2 years. So I was thinking, I've got to do something apart from being bored. you feel like you're wasting time. So I thought, right, I will find a hobby or find something to keep me busy, something like that. So I thought, I'll have a look on Amazon, because when I first moved here to Canada, which is where I'm in Toronto. When I first came here in 2004, the main things you could get on Amazon were videos. Not videos. I'm not that old. I am, but that's not the point. CDs and books was the main things, right? And now you can get pretty much anything. You can get food, you can get big screen TVs. I've seen electric guitars, like Xboxes, PlayStations, all that kind of stuff. And then I found these personal massagers. Now, I talked to my friends about this, and it turns out they're vibrators. And if you want to like spend a little bit extra money, you could get one called the Rabbit. So anyway, Easter came early this year, and so did I. But then the other thing they're doing, I found this Facebook group, and people in the UK are building like little sheds, making them into pubs. And I thought, oh, I'll do that. But so I told my husband, I said, that's what I'm going to do. And he said, no, it's too expensive, a lot of hassle. What's the point when it's just for you? That was, anyway, if I figured he's probably right. But, you know, if you want to meet him or talk to him about it, you'll find him in his man cave with these big screen TVs, 7 electric guitars, these PlayStations, PlayStations 2 through 5, and lightsaber. When I say lightsabers, I mean the real ones, which means expensive. That's all, just expensive. So I started building this, and I've been changing this room. I thought it was much easier. So I went online, and you know, when people go online, they say to you, "Oh, it's all sex," you know, it's all sex, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I mean, I've searched, but I have found some good groups. I found one guy, a really nice guy called Richard, and he said he had wood for me and he would bring it round to my house as soon as possible. I was really excited about that, because it was actually Christmas Eve and I was only expecting Santa to come that night. So then I found this other gentleman, Jack is his I think was his name. Yes, it was Jack. And he said he's building his own little pub, and he's still in the process of building his bar. But as soon as it's ready, he's going to send me pictures of it fully erect and with instructions of how to get it like that. So again, I'm quite excited about that. It's not all about sex on the internet. People are helpful. But the one thing my husband was a bit upset about was because I wanted a door in this place, because it was just an archway before. I said, I want a door. And he's like, why? Why do you need a door? And I says, well, to keep the heat in, so I don't have all the smells from the kitchen coming in, sounds and stuff. And he's like, no, because it's just a load of hassle. You don't need it. And I said, well, I also thought maybe I could practice my singing. And he said, I will take the day off work. I will buy the door. Let's just spend a load of money. We can get it soundproof. Well, I really think it's a trust issue. Like, he's worried what I'm doing behind the door. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't trust me, but he's never trusted me. He wouldn't have locks on the bathroom doors if he could. But, oh, hang on, sorry. Sorry, I'm squishing my wee pussy. There we go. So anyway, the whole point with the door is I've got it, and there's no reason not to trust me. And anyway, one thing that he has forgotten is I've still got my backdoor access. He doesn't. That's me. Thank you very much.
Oh, Lorna Batters, ladies and gentlemen, Lorna Batters. And, you know, I was just kidding about all this stuff about Canada, right? You knew that, right?
Yes, but I'm Scottish, so it doesn't matter.
I know, well, clearly it's a huge upgrade for you, but trust me.
Oh!
When your genuine visa comes through so you can get to the States, you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway. It's neither here, that's neither here nor there. And welcome to us from Toronto.
Thank you.
If Cincinnati thought it was Paris, it would be Toronto. Anyway, that's my take on the whole thing. Anyway, Lorna, and thank goodness Bianca Red was able to get on an Ethernet cable and she can come in and she can do a spot. And we're going to do some prizes, some internet prizes and a couple of plugs for charities that Chuck and I support when Bianca's set is over. So make it snappy, Bianca. Welcome, Bianca Red, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to be the headliner tonight. Woohoo! See, internet goes out. I'm the headliner. Go for it. Okay. I live in very expensive Los Angeles, with the highest gas prices in the country. So I'm trying to save gas like everyone else. So now I will only go on a booty call if I could ride my bike there. Does everybody like popcorn? I love popcorn. So Cracker Jacks came out with popcorn for female athletes called Cracker Jills. How do you know the difference between a Cracker Jack and a Cracker Jill? Cracker Jills have no nuts.
Yeah.
Also thinking about the terms jack it off and jillin' off. These are some perverted popcorn snacks, or maybe it's just me. News. I have news. Backdoor team mom Farrah Abraham is launching a new career as a stand-up comedian. Will she be the butt of her own jokes? She puts the word rear in career.
Yeah, baby.
So I've been watching Ozark, and it takes me to Missouri, and I heard that there's a real bard there in the redneck area called, it has a great name, wait for it, Big Dick's Halfway In. I heard it does really well, and it's really hard to get into. So my friend just came out of a long-term relationship. So she went on a trampage.
Hello. Hello.
You know, in the vein of Sarah, proud to be a slut. It's all good. She slept with 6 men on her vacation. Cocksploration. She's a cocksplorer. But anyway, I said, you go, girl. Do you? I just hope that she told these men to cover that stump before you hump. And don't be silly and cover that willy. So some people have trouble pooping in public, like at work or at a restaurant. But it's okay to poop at your work, and I'll tell you why with a poem. The boss makes $1 and I make a dime, so it's okay to poop on company time. Can you believe that some people are boycotting restaurants that sell poutine because they think it's pronounced Putin? What? Really? Lorna knows about that. She lives in Canada. So what's the freakiest thing that ever happened to you on a first date? I have a list of things that happened to me personally. Not so proud about this. So, and these are all different guys. He pulled his dick out in the car. Yeah, not first date. Not cool. He asked me my credit score. Yeah. No, flag.
Same guy?
Different guy, all different guys. I am a serial dater, unfortunately. Okay. Another guy ordered for me at a restaurant. Oh, the little woman will have a salad. No, I'll have a steak. Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, surf and turf, lobster, expensive. You both pay for it after that comment. Tried to touch my boob or ass when I wasn't into it. And then the best one. Hey, I'm gonna leave now, but will you go to my car and give me a hand job? Yeah. No. Is anybody watching the TV show Is It Cake? It's amazing. It's amazing. There'll be a shoe or a handbag or a purse or a burger, anything, and it's cake. Well, I thought maybe let's come up with an X-rated version. It could be a dildo, a vibrator, a butt plug, a paddle, a flogger, a cock ring. Is it cake or is it a vibrator? I don't know. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad Ethernet is working. It's awesome to be a part of the show. And see you next Tuesday. Oops, I mean Monday.
Bianca Red, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you were able to get your internet fixed. That was well worth the wait.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're just like Chuck in that way. Well worth the wait.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Well, see, what I'm saying is the whole thing is about size. Anyway, the whole thing is about size is actually his nickname on Grindr, by the way.
Right, size matters.
It does. It's true.
Mhm.
Yep.
Shut up! It's not funny. Okay, so Chuck, let's have it.
We have some things to chat about, Mike. First, a charity which you support and had their big show this week, Magic Moments. Can you tell us about that, my friend?
Absolutely. I have a developmentally disabled daughter who is a big, huge fan of musicals and has quite a nice singing voice. And we moved to Denver so that she would be able to participate in this organization, which puts on inclusive, large cast jukebox musicals every year. For the last 4 years, I've been co-writing it. And it's an amazing thing that we had a small cast of 100 this time. Most years when the pandemic doesn't decimate the ranks, we have 175, 200 people in the cast. 40 or 50 of them have special needs ranging from almost not noticeable at all to very severely impacted. And the miracle of the place is they find a meaningful way to use everybody, regardless of special needs, professional level, amateur level. Everybody in the cast is able to perform. All the songs are from ASCAP and BMI, so you know that at least the melodies of every song is going to be a winner all the way through the shows. And it is incredible for the development of the people who have special needs and the enlightenment of the people who don't, because they find out that special needs people are not somebody who should be shoved into a corner, but who are capable of many, many things that no one would ever imagine. So that is the pitch. Go to magicmomentsinc.org to see more about it and donate some money, you cheap bastards. As a matter of fact, you can see this year's show online until the 28th of April. If you go to the website, you'll get the instructions on how to watch it. It was really a very good show this year. I guess that's all I have to say about that, Chuck. How about you? Hey, you don't support any charities, do you?
Hardly. So Mike, watching us live on the YouTubes is Stacy Sanders, the executive director of Elevating Connections. They're a charity that we started our Zoom comedy shows to support this terrific charity. What they do is put together connecting events for youth in foster care. And what we do is donate 10% of ticket sales or private event fees. The money we donate goes towards things like writing workshops. We've supported things like mobile access early in the pandemic. We've paid some food bills and whatnot. I've connected them with the college where I teach in order to explore the idea of scholarships. And it turns out youth in foster care, big challenges in applying to school. If you go to 4 high schools a year, which can be the average youth in foster care's experience, that's 16 high schools by the time you're trying to fill out your college application. Getting your social security card can be a challenge. Getting ID can be a challenge. Providing your birth certificate can be a challenge. So I like the work we do with them. By talking about them here every week, we sort of learn more and find new ways to help young people in the foster care system. And so, Stacy, thanks for the work you do. Check is on the way, I swear. We also post the shows on Anchor, and you can stream the shows on what they call the Spotify. If you want to find our social links, it's on Linktree. We've got our own Linktree. Mike waters it every day. He's diligent about tuning the Linktree. And
man, do I have to drink a lot to water that tree.
Right. And plenty of cranberry juice, so he's good kidneys. And so if you're watching on our YouTube channel, click on the subscribe button. We'd love to entertain you more and more. And for our VIPs and general admission customers, we do have prizes. So our VIPs this week, I worked with the team to come up with, first, I just thought some fresh flowers. It's spring. It's spring. So, to freshen up your desk or your home kitchen table, I got you these virtual flowers. You just take them virtually anywhere, and they need about as much water as a link tree.
God, I can't drink anymore. I can't.
Oh
my kidneys are failing. My kidneys are failing.
Right. If you haven't done laundry this week, I've got you a team of washboards. Take care of your laundry needs. And one of them is heterosexual. You guess. Okay. Enjoy that.
It's a woman down in front.
Yeah, a little birdie told me that you needed this prize, so I got you a little birdie. I'm not sure why, but you get this virtual bird. Needs as much water as a link tree. And everybody loves a pony, so I thought, general to our VIPs, we'd get you a sweet little pony. And why not elephants? I was just like, our people who are VIPs, they rarely, go on enough safaris. So I got you a virtual safari. And of course, I got you a Carol Channing. So enjoy your Carol Channing and some butt nuggets. I heard this term for eggs today. So chicken butt nuggets. So I threw in some butt nuggets just because that's a fresh term. And then here's some butt nuggets fully processed. So
like I told you, I got a lot of preparation H if you need it.
Right. So totally different kind of butt nugget. Which is also my nickname on Grindr. Wouldn't it be appropriate to have chicken fingers without some delicious salad? That's Chef Mark Scapone of the Colorado Comedy Show's virtual events team. he really insists that everybody gets a delicious salad. Andrea, these are for you. You're our general admission customer, and those of you watching on the YouTubes. We also have prizes for general admission. The VIPs got a puppy, or a horse. So I thought I'd get you some cows. Milk that for all it's worth, everybody.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Right. Some of you are making the noise a cow makes. Just,
it's an utter pleasure to get a gift like that.
Hello. What we're saying is you probably don't have enough covered bridges in your life. So I got you a virtual covered bridge. Makes me think of my friend Kim, who photographs in journals about covered bridges. And when I saw that, I was like, I better get one for our general admission customers. I'm not sure why. I just felt.
Covered Bridges, by the way, is one of his nicknames on Grindr.
Thank you.
He got it right after he covered Todd Bridges.
Right. With different strokes. No, Danny, the Grindr jokes are never going to get old. I thought, for general admission customers, sometimes we really don't deliver, so I thought a new car, you can choose either one, the one in the background or the little blue one, or take the cats. It's up to you. But you can only choose one. You either get the two kitties together, they're a pair, or you get a virtual car. It's entirely up to you which one you wish to take. Also thought I'd get you a delicious burger. This burger I think should be for the VIPs, but I knew Andrea was a general admission customer and she's so supportive of her friends. I was like, we better hook them up this week. So I got you a burger, and of course,
nothing goes better with a burger than a salad.
Delicious salad from Chef Scapone and the Colorado Comedy Show's virtual events catering team. And then one last round of prizes for the heterosexuals. Which I think we're the only show that gives prizes specifically to the heterosexuals. But I got you this. How many times can you have sex with this woman? 4. Okay. Right. Are we out of the woods yet on that joke? And why not heterosexuals?
What goes better?
Have yourself a delicious.
That's the long drive contest where it goes better than with a salad.
You got to wash your bowls first, though, right?
Yeah,
right.
I tried to, but I kept falling off the machine.
Hello. So that is us and our virtual prizes, everybody. Thank you for being part of the show, and I hope you enjoy your virtual gifts. We virtually enjoy giving them to you. So Bob, I'm sorry I missed you. I guess you get to pick from the VIP package or the general admission, just cause, since I missed you.
Pick and choose, Bob.
You're very valued, Bob. Mike, I have some jokes if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, sure, whatever.
Right. We're gonna have to the true stories at
we
Mike's.
Take a break from the laughs. Why don't you do them now?
I'll do that. We do have extra time since you've been killing it so much.
Not funny. Man. They make fun of my penis size, and now this.
Right. Well, your nickname on Grindr turns out to be Verbal Snuggie. He's just.
Hey, but his joke about your penis.
I'm not on Grindr. Thank you, Chuck.
Hugs you with the words. That's what they all say, Mike.
They do say that every time I swipe. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Everybody says this is the first time I'm doing this.
If my jokes seem to be coming at you faster, like if you're getting them faster, I want to thank T-Mobile and my new home 5G internet, lightning fast. And really helps people get the jokes quick. 5G internet, because T-Mobile is now doing a get what you weigh program.
You guys are sponsored now?
Oh,
You're sponsored now?
No, I hated Comcast so fucking much that I just got really pissed at Xfinity and went, "Oh, you watch this. T-Mobile's got a thing for $50." So yeah, and I hear you. Some sympathy for me over. I'm fat. That's just real. During the pandemic, I gained 100 pounds, or 119.77 euros. And if I told you earlier, and I should point this out, I want to welcome our friends from Canada. You've been the subject of jokes today, and it was wonderful to hear the phrase poutine said correctly. And I agree, it's goddamn delicious. In my family, we are dairy farmers, and on the American side, we're dairy farmers. On the Canadian side, we are maple syrup farmers. Milk and maple syrup, which is actually the recipe for white people. And if you've never been maple syrup farming, it's farming for alcoholics. All you do is you tap a hole, and I don't mean to use French and lose all of you, but you essentially just tap a hole in the tree, and it's whole. Maple syrup farmers, if there's one thing we can do, it's tap a hole. And then you just hang a bucket, and that's maple syrup farming right there. You wait for the bucket to fill, and off you go as a maple syrup farmer. A student of mine found out that we're dairy farmers in my family. I teach at the Community College of Denver, and so many of our students are so bright, and then the ones who take my class, some of them are bright, some of them are wicked bright, and some of them, are as dim as a projector bulb in a community college classroom. Hello. That's a very inside joke there. A student got offended when she found out that in my family we're dairy farmers. She said, "Did you know that at dairy farms they hook a milking machine to the cows and leave it on for 24 hours a day?" And that's not true. They put the milking machine on, the cow eats, they get milked, and then they take the machine off. If you were to leave one of those milking machines on a cow for 24 hours, that would be utter destruction.
And Chuck would never have a chance to use it, right?
Right. Specifically. Come on, I'm smaller than an udder, which is also my nickname on Grindr. So, true story. A student in my business class, while we were bonding, asked me if I had ever thought of dressing up, and that. I was like, "Look at me! I'm a fashionista," and they were like, "No, you're not." So I've been trying to dress up, and Mike and I had lunch the other day, and after lunch, I realized I was right across the street from a very posh Englewood, Colorado, big and tall store. So I thought I'd go over and see, do they have any sport coats or anything like that? I've been a big guy all my life. In high school, my pant size was 50W, 30L. If you're in high school and your pant size is also a motor oil viscosity, you go to the prom with a friend. That's how that works. And you also go to the big and tall store. So I walked in, they're very rude. Nobody would talk to me for some amount of time. And I finally got the attention of a clerk. And I said, "I need a sport coat." And he looked at me and he's like, 48 long. And I giggled. I was like, yeah, in another life, I was a 48 long. And he actually measured me, and turns out I'm a 60 long, which the phrase, he had to get a clerk to come help him to do the measurement. It was like, you go on that side and take the tape and run around. So when he said to the other clerk, is coat size 60 long, the other clerk goes, true quote, guy goes, 60 long. We're gonna have to make that.
We need a bigger boat.
Right, which just that tells you, like, that is way too many M&Ms during the pandemic. I've really overdone it. If you've never been to a place like the Big and Tall store, I've seen this, a jogging suit in a size 68, which is huge. Frankly, I don't think somebody who's buying a jogging suit in a size 68 is really going jogging. And I gotta guess they manufacture a jogging suit like that right down the street from where they make coats in a 60 long. At a parachute factory in China. And I can just picture how it works. You know, like there's a production manager sort of talking through the crew going, all right, everybody, we're gonna make jogging suits. Ming Lu, I need you to start sewing and head that way. Yan, I need you to start sewing and head that way. Now the two of you are gonna meet in the middle and pant leg number 1 is gonna be done. And that's how I think my suit coat is going to get made. I do like when students call me professor. They call me Professor Roy, but I'm supposed to correct them. I'm not a professor. I'm a part-time, what they call adjunct instructor. And I've stopped using the term because I corrected a student. They're like, Professor Roy, and I'm like, just want to help you get that right. I'm not a professor. I'm adjunct instructor. And the student looked very puzzled and said, when is that going to heal? Also one of my favorite adjuncting jokes. All right, well, Mike, I've done enough to make up for how unfunny you were today. So what I'll do is hand it back to you.
I don't think I don't appreciate it because
right. You know, I'm carrying a lot over here, including this show.
Yeah, well, no. You're not carrying as much as your chair.
I think we're all done. What I'll do is I'll stammer while you cough, and then
no, you know, I was muted so that I could cough freely, and also, of course, as usual, so I could rob you of the joy of my laughter.
Right.
At any rate, I want to bring our next performer. We got a lot more show tonight. I mean,
we do, Mike. A bunch of regulars.
You guys are all buttoned up. It's a different whole day where Kilare is. So whatever. Anyway, our next performer is a guy who I've loved every time I've seen him. I don't even want to try to explain it. You'll see it. You will never have seen anything quite like it. Please welcome, if you will, Ed Smythe. Ed Smythe, come on. Big round of applause.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the Fun Farm Hootenanny. Oh boy, it's going to be a fun 5 minutes. You better put down your Coors Light before you laugh and snort it through your nostrils. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Oh, a monkey stole my tractor, a giraffe took my gun, a lion ate my mailbox. I ain't that having fun. Ooh, ooh, oh so blue, my life is ruined by a zoo. Oh, a camel clogged my toilet, a tiger bit my toe. A moose sold off my house. I've got nowhere to go. Ooh, ooh, oh so blue. My life is ruined by a zoo. Oh, a parrot gave me bad checks. A cheetah gave me grief. A hippo gave me herpes. My life has no relief. Ooh, ooh, oh so blue. My life is ruined by a zoo. Okay, well, that kind of kicked it off. Okay, all right. Well, let's get going with some more wacky stuff. Okay, well, hey, here at the farm, I like to grow, roll, and smoke my own hemp. How about you? Okay, well, how about we burn one here for the show? Okay, all right. Well, I'm sure they'll be kicking in soon. Okay. All right, now it's time for some wacky animal impressions. Okay, I wrote them on the card for you. Okay, a cow ringing a doorbell. Bing bong. Okay, and now a turkey using a vacuum. Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. Okay, and now a dog full of self-doubt. Woof. Okay, and now a cat being a creaky door. Meow. Meow. Okay. And now, a imitation of a monkey chewing on the cardboard. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Now, my imitation of a sheep riding a dirt bike. Bah, bah. Okay. And now, imitation of a chicken at a disco. Buck, 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 ooh, 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 buck, 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 ooh, ooh. Okay, that's kind of wacky, huh? Okay. All right, now, talking about animals, how about some nice balloon animals, huh? Okay. Okay, it's a gut bacteria. Okay. Hey, it's good for you. Be sure to feed it a lot of yogurt, okay? All right, yeah. Okay, here goes. Here's another wacky balloon animal for you. Okay, here we go. Come on, got to get the machine working here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, looking pretty good here. Okay, yes, it's a tapeworm. Oh boy, don't get one of those in your intestines. Okay, all right. Well, now I got the hip urban song for all you kids out there. If you want to be on the farm, you can sing along with this song. Okay, okay. Oh, I go into my barn. I put on my farm clothes. I grab my shovel, grab my rake, but where are all my hoes? Where are all my hoes at? Where are all my hoes? Oh, my taters are a-growing. I can feel them between my toes. I have a need to go to weed, but where are all my hoes? Where are all my hoes at? Where are all my hoes? Oh, I want to water all my flowers, my daisy and my rose. I go to turn the spigot, but where are all my hoes? Where are all my hoes at? Where are all my hoes? Well, that's it for the fun farm of Hootenanny, and back to our lovely host, Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, Ed, what can I say? What can I say about your act that has never been said before? Virtually everything, because nobody's ever seen anything like you before. Anyway, that was Ed Smythe. Give him one more big round of applause.
Yeah.
A lot of people bring a whiteboard to a comedy show, but he will, because he knows what he's all about. And notice that you used rainbow colors. Way to be solidarity-wise. So anyway, and I'd just like to thank you all for not putting my wife's name in your fucking mouths tonight. Because it's a long trip to Tokyo, for example, just to get you. So, okay, so I think I mentioned that I don't have that part of the brain that says don't say that. So, something occurred to me. Something occurred to me yesterday. I'm just going to say it and cancel me if you have to, but it must be really frustrating for a woman who's on a date with a guy who doesn't know he's gay yet. She has to spend the whole night going, hey, camel toes down here, boy. Anyway, it just occurred to me. And
yeah. Hello, DMZ. Yeah.
Thanks, Chip. I appreciate that. Can I just, is your favorite song I Whip My Hair Back and Forth? Just curious. We're on an, by the way, alopecia was one half of our comedy team. Anyway, let's not even get into that because our next performer is ready to go and has been waiting patiently, all too patiently, thanks to my apparently not being funny, Chuck. Anyway, please put your hands together. And I wonder why I would keep this like pray. Put your hands together for somebody. You're basically praying. You know? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's Kenya Nicholas. Please welcome. Kenya Nicholas, clap for him. Kenya.
Kenya's muted and camera's off.
Yeah, the camera's off.
I believe it.
Well, okay, that is a Zoom version of being a mime, I guess. And if Kenya was here to perform, then I made a mistake. If Kenya's not here to perform, I'm sorry to have introduced you. So why don't we bring on another guy that
we have Danny and Paula Maddox just joined. Ragu is here. Ragu is here.
Now I know who's here.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you just give me a fucking break, Chuck? I hate it when the kids have to see their parents fighting, you know. On my nerves. You are the 60 long of comedy.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Come on. I love him. He's a big friend of mine. Big. So here's a guy who came on the show. I'm anxious to meet him and see him work, and it's Bob Kirk. So give him a big round of applause. Clap for him. He may not be Lorna Batters, but I'm sure he's funny in his own way.
I'm not Lorna, but I know Lorna because I apologize. I'm Canadian also.
You apologize, but you don't mean it. That's one thing I learned.
I only just met Michael. All right.
I'm talking about Canadians in general.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know, I bear the brunt.
You're a different breed.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm very excited this week. I got my ancestry DNA results back this week. Yeah. Said better luck next time and try again. I finally figured out the formula for a happy family. It's long distance relationships. Yeah. What you do is you take your age and you move that many provinces or states away from your family. My sister is 55 and well, that puts her out in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. Hopefully near the bottom of the ocean. Right beside Jimmy Hoffa. Yeah. You know, our family, our background is Irish and English, and the fighting still hasn't stopped. Yeah. We celebrated a family reunion recently, and our family reunions were something else. If somebody wasn't shot, stabbed, or passed out in the mashed potatoes, it wasn't a party. Sorry, Grandma. Juicy butter, nice. Very good. Great. Yeah. My cousin Jameson, he was responsible for handing out the shots, morning, noon, and night. Yeah. Our get-togethers were kind of like a Dexter meet and greet. You knew at some point there was going to be blood splatter. You just didn't know when. It'd be like, oh yes, I'm here. I'm O'Flanagan, and I'm with forensics, and I can see by the blood pattern on the dining room wall that's a significant blood pattern. Yes, and well, I can tell that. Could I have a shot of Jameson's, please? Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you. Very much. That's terrific. Yeah, I could tell, but that pattern was done by a ball-peen hammer. Could I have another Jameson's, please? Oh, great. And we have a suspect here. The suspect is Grandma. Yeah, we found her buttery fingerprints on the shaft of the ball-peen hammer. Oh. Sorry, Grandma, I guess you'll be going for 20. Maybe earlier on the good behavior. Maybe you can get a job in the prison kitchen. That would be terrific. Yeah. Oh. I'm an empty nester. A lot of empty nesters get lonely and they put up more pictures of the kids all over the house. I changed the locks. Not getting back in. No way, I used to think I was adopted, and I asked my parents and they said, no, we had you on purpose. I go, oh, okay. Having kids isn't everything, but having kids that appreciate you, priceless. And if you don't, you may as well go mine for diamonds at the bottom of the ocean, right beside my sister and Jimmy Hoffa. Kids make bad renters. They never pay the rent on time. They eat all your food and they constantly complain. What I did with my kids after 20 years when they left, I gave them a detailed itemized invoice. And if they don't pay, got their credit card on file. And I charge 19% interest, which is my retirement fund. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that because we're at 5. And you guys are a lot of fun. Thanks so much. I'm Bob Kirk.
Hey, Bob.
Thanks. At this rate, I'm going to have to change my opinion of Canada. I'm kidding. I'm never going to. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Crabs in a bucket. And I'll explain that after the show is over. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Our next performer is who? Danny? Is that who it is? Yeah, Danny Rydell. Danny Rydell came in from another show just to do our show. So aren't you special, Danny, with more than one show in a night? Anyway, please welcome from New York, Danny Rydell.
Thank you. It is great to be here. So I have some exciting news. My 40th birthday is next week. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to live up to my 30th birthday. My 30th birthday, I was on a gorgeous deserted beach in Zihuatanejo, Mexico, lying in a hammock stretched between 2 palm trees, sipping straight vodka out of a freshly picked coconut. On my 40th birthday, I'm going to be headlining at Greenwich Village Comedy Club, and I guess that's cool too. Actually, you know what? That is way cooler because on the beach in Mexico, except for the guy who picked the coconut, no one was paying attention to me. Thing about turning 40 too that I'm excited about. I believe 40 is the age when my family will finally stop nagging me to have a baby. Nope. And just be disappointed in me. I'm totally kidding. I don't talk to my family. At this point though, at 40, it does feel like my uterus is just kind of like a tired bartender just waiting to make last call. There's like 2 eggs just hanging out in there, like the last 2 drunks who just won't leave. Like it's 2:45. There's no one in the place. My uterus is just like, oh my God, you except you and me. Make it one for my baby and another one for the road. Okay, you guys, all I fucking heard was one for the road. Get the fuck out. Yeah. All right. I guess what I'm saying is I'm very excited to be at a point where I can no longer get pregnant by accident. I'm married. My husband and I did consider having children, but at the end of the day, we decided that we prefer a happy marriage and dreams. I'm in a mixed marriage, actually. I am Jewish and my husband is German.
Oh, that's a revenge
danger. But it's okay. It's okay. We live in Manhattan where apartments don't have full-sized ovens, so it's fine. Actually, my husband is a wonderful man. I've even had people say to me after they meet him, like, "Whoa, how did you find a decent, like, employed straight man in New York City?" And well, I didn't. I imported him. From Amish country, actually. Yeah, one of those Germans. My husband grew up in Amish country and now he lives in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
So he's farm to table. But I like living in Hell's Kitchen. I was wondering when I first moved here if I might get superpowers. A lot of Marvel characters, a lot of Marvel heroes based in Hell's Kitchen, right? Although, by the way, this neighborhood is gorgeous. I'm 100% sure Daredevil's retired in Boca. But I decided which Marvel character in Hell's Kitchen superpowers I want, and it's Jessica Jones. I don't need the super strength. I just mean I also want to be able to pound bourbon all day and remain a size 0. I'm a recovering alcoholic, although I don't like that term. I prefer the more flattering term inactive lush. I have a few rage issues that I used to deal with by seeking solace in my emotionally abusive ex-boyfriend Tito, but he's not there for me anymore. So now I just handle my rage issues by having AA meetings, which is what I call putting fresh batteries in my vibrator.
Hello.
I gotta tell you guys one thing that I actually love about being a recovering alcoholic, and that is that I could absolutely drink any one of you motherfuckers under the table, and you're the asshole if you try to prove me wrong. I'm Danny Rydell. Thank you. Good night.
Ladies, hey, sorry to hear about Bobby. Oh, Jesus Christ. Read a book, people. Bobby Rydell died last week, you idiot. All right, read a book, because that's going to be a book. That's the kind of package that goes up in a book. Yeah. Early 60s, one hit wonder dies.
Don't they spell their name different?
Pardon me? They spell their name different. What's it to you? It's a homonym. And since you don't know who Bobby Rydell is,
I'm not religious. I don't know about
word that sounds like another word. All right.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like it has to be another, completely unrelated word. It's like how Chuck and comedian sound so much alike.
Wow.
Oh, shut up. Jesus Christ. He ate my lunch when he did his set. Got me a little bit of revenge, huh?
Was that another fat joke?
A little
Are you
bit.
still doing fat
Can I
jokes?
just have a little bit of petty, small-minded bullshit in my life? Because I've been married for a long time. I'm not even a human being anymore. I'm just half of a we. Oh, yeah. It's very funny. Later. I'll tell you that. No, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm going to let our next performer perform in Northern California, I believe, right, Paula? Paula
Yep.
Maddox, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paula Maddox.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. Well, I got to thank our host, man, hosting these mics for all these weeks and putting up with our dumbasses, man. It just got to clap for you. Got to thank you. Yeah. And I'm also glad that someone noticed I wasn't here. And I'm also glad that they noticed that I'm back and they're happy about it. So thank you, Chuck. You made my night. Even if you pissed Mike off, you made my night. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I might as well say it right off the bat. I know you can't tell by looking at me, but I'm one dumb motherfucker, y'all. So,
Oh
no, it's okay. It makes for great fodder. Because see, what happened was when I was young and dumb, I had a lot of bad ideas because I thought it was a good idea to get married and have kids. No. The only good thing about that is my monsters aren't bastards because I married their dad. I was smart. Smart. Yeah. And all my kids have the same dad. So I'm pretty stoked about that too. Yeah. The best thing about that is none of my sisters could do that. So I win.
Hey.
Man, I win forever too. They can't unscramble those eggs. Nope. Nope. It'll be awesome. It's awesome. I noticed that since the pandemic happened and I'm stuck at home a lot with the monsters of my own making, entertainment is really important, like listening to things and watching things. And I accidentally binge listened to like all Metallica, like from start to finish. Like it was so great. It really was. Because it drowned out their cries and complaints really well. Really well. Yeah. But I got kind of scared because I was like, thank God I didn't have this free music when they were little. I would have kicked their ass to Creeping Death or, For Whom the Bell Tolls. And and because I had so much time on my hands, I started changing lyrics of certain songs for certain kids. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm creating personal soundtracks to their ass kickings.
Yeah.
Who knew mommy was so talented? I had no idea. Yeah. The newer Metallica is much safer for the kids than the old Metallica, like Seek and Destroy. And God, I can't even say some of them because it's just scary for them. Yeah. Poor babies, they're locked up with me. I feel so bad, because my life resembles that Locked Up show, y'all. So does. It's full of innocent people, and there's gangs running around here. Because I don't know if you know this, in the motherhood, when you make more than one kid, you make your own dumb gang. So bad. So bad. It's super dumb too, because I don't need bars to hold me in. I found out that's institutionalization. So hey, crazy. So bad. But to make myself feel better, I like to watch that 600-pound life show,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm those bitches go weight every day of the week. Makes me so happy, you guys, because man, it's hard out here. Like it's hard to find a new addiction too. I noticed. I wanted to be smart and use the comedy as a all-encompassing addiction, because it's like back in the day with my weed dealer. It's like exciting and on the go, and I thought that'd be mature. Because the last time I let an addiction sneak up on me, it was donuts. So bad, you guys. It's embarrassing to be addicted to donuts, even if you're fat. Like, we feel shame too, Yeah. But in my hometown, there's only one cool thing. It's the 24-hour donuts. Like, man, that's not fair. Because even the crack house that runs on the opposite corner, it knows to shut at sunup. You know, these fucking yeah, so bad. So it makes me think, you know, maybe I did tweak my woofer really bad when I was young. You know what my woofer, what your woofer is? We all have one. You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's that thing inside of you when you're about to take a hit or you're gonna hit that and you're like, woo! That's your woofer. Yeah. I think I fucked mine up, yeah. But it's okay. I'll survive. I do want to tell everybody that there's a very good reason they don't put pregnancy on that list of STDs.
Yeah.
So it must make the fucking fools faster. So be fucking careful, you know? Because I don't know about other STDs, but mine talk the fuck back.
Oh my God.
And when you think about it, they're gonna outlast me. And that's worse than the other STDs, you know. That's what nature fucking intended, y'all. That's scary. That's why you have to enter the hood when you're young and dumb and full of bad ideas, you know, because it's really bad. So I think that the active parenthood is like a form of black magic, you know. It has all the requirements. It has the chanting and the moaning, because before you have those kids, you're like, please, please, I want a baby, you know. And then you make those monsters and you're moaning and groaning, going, oh my God, what did I do? And it has sacrifice, you know, because you sacrifice all your good parts to make these kids turn out, you know, so that's important. And the last thing is offerings, because you offer up your literal DNA for this job. That's huge. It's cosmic. Yeah. It'll also tie those dumbasses to your asses for the rest of your days. So be safe, take your birth control, and stay out of the parenthood, y'all. It's not cool here. Have a good night. Thanks, Mike.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well,
my internet worked. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. All the way through. It was incredible. And any lingering doubts that Danny might have had are gone now. Question about it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been married for a long time, and we're gonna bring our last comedian of the night up in a couple of minutes, but there's a couple of things I gotta vent about before I do that. We'll get back to the comedy in just a moment, but I'm just saying, I've been married for a long, I've been married so long, I met my wife in person. I'm just saying, I'm not wearing a shirt. This is a top. That's how long I've been married. I caught myself saying that I was wearing slacks the other day. I just don't get it. But I draw the line. I'm never owning a pair of cute shoes. I'm just saying. That's the hard part about being married, is you lose your identity, you become half of a we, and everything is, you know, you're no longer an individual. And I've rebelled against that for the entire time I've been married. And I was out with another couple at a restaurant, and this New York State of Mind comes on, the music in the restaurant, and my wife goes, "Oh my God, Billy Joel, New York State of Mind. I love that. This is our favorite. We love Billy Joel." And I just snapped. I went, no, we don't love Billy Joel. You love Billy Joel. I hate Billy Joel. Billy Joel was a wife beater and a drunk, and he stole every lick of music he ever wrote from Paul McCartney. I hate him. He did terrible everything. I hate him. You love him. I'm a man. I have my own feelings. I'm a man. And my wife turns to the other wife and says, "We're a little cranky tonight." You can't win is what I'm saying. No, you can. Of course you can win. It's been a lovely, lovely marriage. No, really it has. I think you can tell by everything I've been saying. Here's a little soft underbelly of comedy thing, and then I'll bring on our last performer of the evening, which is comics are not, I mean, you guys are great, you know, but out there in the world, comics can be not supportive, you know what I mean? I was at an open mic and I did this joke that I'd been doing for a while, saying, I've been married so long, all I have to look forward to is an early death. The MC of the show says, "Too late."
Oh.
That's not helpful. That's not helpful. I'm just saying. I had to admire it because it was really hurtful, but because in the comedy in you says, nice move. The human being in you says, I wonder if I could get away with killing this guy. But anyway, and the funny thing is he immediately starts apologizing for it, but talking loud, like because of my age, I can't hear. What I meant was, and shut the fuck up, I got to see Hendrix live, so blow me. All right, so our next performer will also be our final performer of the evening, and he's a delightful man from Chicago. You're a man, right? Yeah, okay. Because I never asked and didn't want to presume because you can't, the way things, I for instance, I was born a male, but I identify as somebody who doesn't give a shit what you think of my sexuality. So I don't really inquire into those things. But anyway, a delightful man. I think you still reside in Chicago, do you not?
Yep. Still
Okay.
here.
All right. Ragu Adabatla, ladies and gentlemen. And I pronounced that right.
Yes, you did, but you spelled my name wrong.
Unlike Lorna Butters, or whatever the hell I said.
No worries, no worries. Well, it's great to be on here after a long time. I love this show. So I'm glad Will Smith did what he did because now I can finally say this. If you ever ask my name, I'm going to say Ragu, and then you're going to keep the sauce out of your mouth. Put that out of the way right away. So I'm married too. Married. It'll be 15 years in August, and I met my wife on an Indian marriage website, and then I flew over to India, and 2 days later we were married. It was actually Amazon Prime that I met her on, so you can meet people on there, guys. It's only 2 days. 2 days, that's all it takes. Get hitched. The other day my wife asked me, can you take me to that place where they make the food in front of you? She likes those kind of places. I'm a gentleman. I thought, hey, I'm going to do this for you. So I took her to our kitchen and I told her to make me some food. And that didn't go so well. It caused two things. One, it caused social distancing in our house, and it caused an argument. And here's the thing. It's hard enough arguing with women, but my wife's Indian, so that's even more tough because arguing with an Indian woman is like talking to a service representative on the phone. All conversations are being recorded internally for training and quality purposes. Not easy. A lot of people playing Wordle. My family loves Wordle, especially my mom. She's up. She plays it. You guys know that game. Now there's quadruple Wordle. There's all kinds of Wordles. It's kind of like being married, it's when, whenever I make a mistake, I'm always trying to think of the right words with my wife. It's not, I'm going to work on that one. That one, there's something there. I'm going to keep working at it.
Just change the letters around.
So I was driving around and doing something, I don't know, but my wife texted me an eggplant emoji, and I was like, oh wow, this is great. So I drove home really fast, and I was like really happy. But then I found out when you're married and eggplant emoji means buy more eggplant. That's all that man. That's all that means. We like to watch movies, and I always, I'm like, I always ask my wife, hey, what do you want to watch? She always says, I want to watch a feel-good movie, And so it's like, okay, so I put on a porn. I felt great. That's a feel great movie right there. I felt really good. I think there should be more Indians in movies. I think, they're always playing the same role. They're always a cab driver. They're always the terrorist. They're always the convenience store owner. I think we need an Indian James Bond. I think that'd be really awesome, because he'd be riding around in his shiny, hot, souped up Camry. And his next movie would be Dr. No. And he'd be Agent 00711. And his name would be the absolute best because he'd go around going, my name is Bond, Dr. James Bond. Thank you guys. My name is Raghu. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Raghu! Setting racial equality back one joke at a time. He's a lovely man. I love that guy. He talks about his kids, especially. Another time, Raghu. Next time. Throw in some jokes about the.
I'll do those. Yeah.
Jokes about the kids because I love that. I hate kids, but I love that. See, the problem with kids is that they don't have a realistic, view of who you are. Because they're kids, you're daddy, and they think you're invulnerable and all that stuff. I got a bad back, and my son is constantly saying, "Pick me up, daddy, pick me up. Get a piggyback ride, daddy. Give me a piggyback ride, daddy." I'm like, Bobby, you're 28. That part of your life is over, pal. No more piggyback rides for you. And while you're at it, I want you to talk to your mother about the breastfeeding. Sorry, I'm just saying. You understand? I'm just saying. People came off stage at the Improv once back in the 80s, and when I was doing comedy for real. I come off stage, and I overheard another comic in the room saying to his buddy who's there, he says, "Great joke writer, angry man, angry." No, I said, "What the fuck, man? What makes you think I'm angry? Come on, let's take it outside. I'll fuck you up right now. Call me angry." I think I made his point for him, actually. But you know what? This has been a delightful show. A delightful show. Everyone's participation was excellent. Well, all but one of you was hilarious. That's my favorite stupid joke. A lot of favorite stupid jokes, but that's my favorite of all the favorites. It's the favorite joke in my entire life that doesn't end with "You didn't come here to hunt, did you?" At any rate, it's been a lovely show. Chuck?
Yes.
Oh, Chuck?
Yes, Mike.
Are we going to do our little funny photo with everybody? Okay, so everybody who wants to can put your picture on, and at whatever count that Chuck is going to do it. Do you have a particular thing you want us to do?
Devil horns, little metal horns.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we put these on the Colorado comedy shows when you do the things. Not rabbit horns, devil's horns.
Horns will do.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Bianca. It's like rock and roll. Rock and roll. Okay. When?
1, 2, 3.
Rock and roll. Yeah. Oh my God, Lars. Lars said awesome. I can't wait till you get to the United States. Can't wait. May, huh? Congratulations.
Yeah,
Do you know where you're gonna go? You know where you're gonna settle?
I'm going to New York, but maybe fly to LA to go back and forth.
New York?
Yeah, first, yeah, because I don't have a driver license, and so I got get a driver license in New Jersey first, and then
New Jersey,
then move to LA. Actually, the visa sponsor was an agent in West Coast, so maybe I need to go to LA and the West Coast.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if while you're in New York, see Danny, you guys can hang out. And
Oh yeah, I thought you were in LA.
I'm in LA. Bianca's in LA. We can hang out in LA.
in LA.
Oh yeah, let's meet up. Yeah.
Chip is in Washington, D.C. Bob, do you live in Canada still?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
no, it's all right. I spent several months in Toronto, and what can I say?
You sounded so sad for him. Oh.
Well, I already said. I said more than enough about my feelings about Canada. It's more of a comedy hate than it's a hate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to, and the actual people of Canada and the people I met, I have no problem with. There's a certain comedy fodder to be mined from the differences between our two nations, or I should say our nation and a half.
Oh.
So, see what I mean? Comedy fodder is what I'm saying, you know. But I probably could have been a Canadian because my father retired at 52 so he could judge full time. So there's probably some Canadian blood in there. A kid, come on, you guys, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I hope people like the show, and I enjoy the show very much. Oh, is that a dog or a cat, Andrea? Because it's just at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, it's a dog.
Oh, okay, because we have Danny Rydell often shows one of her enormous cats. I mean, she has cats that really are frightening. I mean,
damn.
Yeah, absolutely. That's only half of it. Jesus Christ. Another cat. She has another cat that makes this one look like a kitten. So it's like it's unbelievable. They would scratch your eyes out. Would be redundant because they can always get your jugular. That's the kind of stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the food better be on time, Danny. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, just couldn't help noticing you didn't empty the kitty litter. You know. You're gonna wake up with a cat suffocating you at night, looking you in the eye while it does it. It's like Stephen King cats. Can you say I'm not a huge fan of cats in general, but you know, your cats seem to be very nice.
They're more like, my cats are very much like dogs.
Well, that's good. So you can put a bumper sticker on your car that says "Mike is smarter than your honor student," you know. And, you know, like the ones that say my beagle is smarter than your honor students, you know.
Yeah.
My
I
take.
would, if I still drove, I would totally have my cat would scratch your honor student.
Kick your dog's ass.
Is smarter than your honor student sticker.
Yeah. Well, my take on that is you might be right, but it's the thing. My honor student doesn't eat his own shit, so it's kind of.
Neither do my cats, unfortunately.
Oh no, I'm
I
just
have to
saying.
scoop
I'm talking about my beagle is smarter than your honor student. People are so proud of that, you know. We don't have
train them to use a toilet. Right?
We don't have kids, you know. We don't have kids. We have dogs. Like that's just something superior about that.
Yes, you are.
We don't have kids. We have dogs. We're better than you. My take on that is, I have kids and I have dogs. You know, so when somebody says we don't have kids, we have dogs, it's like saying I don't know a lot about horse racing, but green is different than 3. They're just a little unclear on the concept. That's what I'm saying, Bianca Red.
I'm typing.
Sorry, you were speaking, Mike, so I wasn't listening. I understand. It's no problem. So LA, what part of LA do you live